boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Cruz. I'm one of the kindergarten teachers here at the ELC, and today we're going to talk about what all writers do. All writers have to go back and reread their work. So, how do we make this a little bit more simple? I'm going to show you my writer's checklist. My writer's checklist, and let me fix my camera a smidgen here for you. There you go. So on our writer's checklist, we have some things that we need to go back through and double check as writers. Use a capital letter at the beginning of a sentence. All sentences start with a capital letter. So go and check when you're doing your writing, did you have one capital, the rest lowercase? All right. Next, use finger spaces. So let's look at my example. I like the dog. There's a space between every word. This one is a little bit tricky because sometimes I forget to use my finger and my words get all bunched together. So make sure that you have finger spaces. Use ending punctuation. All right, so that's a big fancy word for put a period. So we need to have a period. If it's a question, you can put a question mark. If it's an exclamation, a shout-out sentence, you can put a exclamation mark. But most of it is usually a period. So a period helps to stop our sentence. Use the word wall. Sound out words that are not sight words. So for this example, I had so many sight words in my sentence that I had one word I wasn't sure about. I like to go to the park. So what I did was I stretched out my word. Turtle talk super slow. Park. And I wrote down the sounds I heard. I like to give those words a circle because I know it's not the way it looks in books, but I'm going to keep on writing. So up next, I'm going to show you how I do that in practice. What should we write about? Think, think, think. Touch, touch, touch. Sketch and write. Sketch and write. I know. Let's write about snow. We've been learning all about animals and using facts in our writing. Writers write what they know. So why not write about the snow? Okay, writers. The first thing I do is always the same. First, I remember to write my name. I'm going to use paper that looks like this. You can use maybe a piece of paper from your writer's journal if you have one. You might use just a regular piece of paper, or you may have paper just like mine. So, remember that little song? Think, think, think. Touch, touch, touch. Sketch and write. Sketch and write. I'm using a marker today so that you can see my work. But we all know that writers use pencils. So be sure that you're using a pencil. I know I'm going to talk about snow. I know snow is cold. I know you can make a snowman out of snow. I know snow falls from the sky. I think I'm going to talk about how it's cold because it's a cold day. I make a little sketch of what I'm drawing up in the top. And now I'm ready to write. Snow is cold. I like to make lines for myself. Snow is cold. All right, let's stretch out that first word. Capital letter O. I'm just not sure how to spell that. So I'm going to give it a circle and keep going because I don't have time to stop. Snow, my finger space, is, I spell is I-S-I-S. It doesn't have a Z. I spell is I-S-I-S. There's just no fooling me. Snow is, I think I'm going to extend my line. Old. All right, now I have my sentence. Let's do our writer's checklist. Capital to start, check. Spaces between my words, check. Period. Dun, dun, dun. I forgot to put a period. It says snow is cold. Duh. I have to put a period there to stop my reader. And I spelled my sight word correct, and I stretched out my words. Now it's time to draw. So I'm going to draw a snow scene. I wonder what you're going to draw. You don't have to write about snow. You can choose to write about something else you know about. I just chose snow because I thought that might be something I would want to tell someone else about. Okay, writers, keep on writing. I can't wait to see what you have.